Good Saturday morning to you. It's Patrick the Okie Shaver. I'm here to share another shave with you. This morning we'll be using a soap that my buddy that I work with. I kind of got him into wet shaving. He brought this soap to me yesterday, and it's one I've used right after I first started wet shaving, but it's Proraso white. It's for sensitive skin, it says, and it's got tea tree and oatmeal in it, which means, I'm sure I don't know what that means, but I've got it ready to go on the Captain's Choice bowl here, and I'm sure we'll get a good shave out of it. It's been a long time. I remember the scent, which is different, but I don't remember how it worked for me. I bought the half size tub somewhere, ordered it or whatever, but when I bought it, and I don't remember that much about it. Anyways, but there we go. The brush is where'd it go? There we go. Sims from Canada. It's a small, maybe a 20 millimeter knot, maybe. I don't think it's any smaller than that, but from Timothy Abernathy, he redid it. This is a Canadian brand, if I remember correctly. But the razor we're going to be using is one I had before and sold it, traded it, something, I don't remember. But I found one at an antique shop a few weeks ago, and I bought it to sell and decided, well, I'm going to go ahead and try it again. So I put a blade in it, cleaned it up, put a blade in it, and I've been using it all week. But it's a PAL adjustable. You see there it says PAL stainless steel, I believe is what it says. But yeah, I don't remember getting really good shaves with it before, but it's been really nice this week. I talk about technique getting better, changing what you like changes, because I used to really like aggressive razors and now not so much. This one, like I said, is adjustable, and it does adjust from a pretty low setting to a fairly high setting. I've got it on 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 5 is where I'm at with it. My brush is fell into my soap. And in that we have these are some blades a buddy of mine, Caleb Cusick, sent me that I think they were made in 89, let's see, 97 is when these were made, so a little bit old. I mean, a little bit vintage maybe. But for aftershave, we're going to be using Chatillon Looks La Petite Prarie, which is very floral forward scent. Almost to where I don't like it, but I actually do like this. Like PAA's Garden of Bali is way too much floral for me. But the scent notes, I wrote these down because I thought they were kind of neat. It's vetiver, citrus, geranium, carnation, pineapple, rhubarb, rosemary, and Szechuan pepper. So that's what we'll be using. I bought this on a buy, sell, and trade for. Guy was just wanting to get rid of it because he didn't like it, so I bought it. HD Shaves sent me an aftershave bottle of this to try. I tried it a few times and decided I wanted it, and then found it. Don't know if it's still in production or not. I'm assuming it probably is. I don't know. I'll shut up and get on with the shave. How about that? Good Saturday morning. Hope you all had a good week. We're feeling good, and if you've been feeling bad, you're feeling better. All right, here we go. My son is in a band, and they released an EP yesterday and had a live show at a record shop up in Tulsa. There was a few people there, not a lot. Most of the people just shopping, to be honest. EDP is beer drenched Reebok. Don't know why, but that's what they chose for the name. It's got, I think, 4 songs on it. My kid sings most of them. I think he sings all of them, maybe. Yeah. But it's on YouTube, and I think they said Spotify was having trouble with it yesterday. But Apple Music, there's a few different places, just in case you'd like to take a listen. I know they would appreciate it. All right, here we go with the palette adjustable. And this one, the angle is quite a bit different, which I guess maybe I didn't get with the one I had before. But this one, the handle is almost parallel with your face. Maybe a little, not quite, but pretty close. Closer than, like, say, a DE or a Schick. I'm assuming my dad used pal razors, he said, when he was in the Navy in the 60s. And of course he said he didn't remember anything about them, because for most people it's just shaving. It's not, you know, yes, if I'd be able to ask my grandpa, you know, what razor did you use and this and that, and he, you know, I'm sure he wouldn't have cared, which is something he did daily. I know my mom's dad had a Fat Boy. I remember my dad saying, when I bought the Fat Boy that I have, him saying that's what my grandpa used and how much he liked it. Proraso is a pretty soft soap. Really easy to get where you want it, I guess you'd say. I know my friend that brought me this one, he found himself one too. And he just tub lathers his. Nothing wrong with that, I don't guess. Okay, here we go. Pasting against the grain. Here we go. Pardon me. Got home yesterday. My wife had made she canned 6 quarts of green beans, 6 quarts of kosher pickles, and I think 14 pints of jalapeno jelly, which is strange because neither one of us like jalapeno jelly. There's a lot of folks we know who like it, and she makes it mostly for them. I smoke cream cheese, and when people are coming over, I'll put some of that, heat some of the jalapeno jelly up and put it over the smoked cream cheese, and people really like it. It's strange, but I like jalapenos, you know, to eat with, say, a sandwich or something like that. But something about the jelly, I don't, because it's sweet and savory do go together, and I enjoy it, but for whatever reason, not that. It's not, the jelly's never hot. It's just not something I've ever really cared for, I mean. And I've used the same blade for this, I think is the 5th shave on that, so that's unusual for me. I guess not with an injector. An injector just, they last a little bit longer. Don't really know why. Never thought about it so much, but they kind of do. I was really into injector razors for a little while. And I've still got a few, but I'll give a bunch away. And I could actually just do a touch up on my neck and chin area right now. I think everything else is pretty well smooth. But we'll go ahead and shave it all just in case. Don't want to miss something. All right, here we go, pass 3. I want to say, my wife, I forgot to mention this a while ago, for Father's Day she bought me a weights compendium book, and there's a lot of information in there. I want to say that the PAL adjustable, I think I started making them in '62, and I don't know when this one was made for sure. I know that this one has a case and everything in it with it. I mean, and there's a case. The inside of it is black. There's one with the inside of it is white. I don't know. I'm sure that signifies when it was made. Maybe, I don't know. Just a guess, but. I've seen where some people say that they ended production of them in '65, but there's no definite that I know. I think they had a lot of QC problems too. So the shaver that I had before may have had something wrong with it, but I remember getting just horrible shaves with it. And this thing, could be a daily driver. Well, it has been for the last, like I said, 5 days. And I think the blade's about done because I'm leaving spots where they weren't before. There is a grocery store in Muskogee that sells the chicks, I guess you call them. They may be Chinese made, I'm not sure, but they're reasonably priced. I think 7 blades for $4.25 or something like that. I think that's what it is. But they're quite a bit more online most places. Anyway, yeah, nothing really to pick up. I don't go against the grain on my mustache very often. It needs it actually, but I get razor burn really, really easy in that area for some reason, and I don't do it very often. It's just not worth it, to me anyways. All right. Chatillon looks by Petite Prarie. It's floral forward, and then there's other stuff behind it. It's I wouldn't say I could pick out any single scent or note. Maybe the geranium. A little bit more, I think. And it seems like this lasts very well. I don't use it that much. I've got another Chatillon Looks aftershave, but I don't use either one. I'm just too awful much. Anyways, let me recap. I'm done. So today we used the Petite Adjustable, which is a pretty good looking razor if you ask me. I'm glad this one works for me. Don't know what was wrong with the other one, probably yours truly. But then for a brush we used Vintage Sims, Canadian, and for soap we used the Proraso White, just because my buddy brought it to me. Pretty good stuff. No complaints about anything. Then of course off camera I'll use the Sterling unscented balm. Let me get off here and let y'all go. I do appreciate you watching, sharing your time with me. Be careful out there. Stay safe and healthy, and we'll see y'all next week, Lord willing.